detectives, and welcome to a very unusual update from me. By now, I'm sure you've all heard about the coronavirus outbreak. This is a disease that is currently spreading across the world. It's a very new disease. We don't know a huge amount about it, but what we do know is that it's spread by contact. It's spread by people being close to each other, people touching each other, and coughing on each other. That is how it is spread. And now at the moment, I feel absolutely fine. I'm not making this video because I am ill in any way, so do not worry about me at all. But what I am making this video for is to tell you that because of what we know about this coronavirus, because we know that it spreads when people are close together, I have decided to cancel my events for the foreseeable future. Now, at the moment, that just means my March events. I had two events, one on the 15th and one on the 17th of March, which very sadly have had to be cancelled. At the moment, again, that is all that is covered. I have not looked at my April events yet, but I want to tell you now that it is very unlikely that they will go ahead. And that is not so much for me personally. Obviously, I'm worried about catching the disease, as I think we all are, but it is more because I do not want to be the cause of a group of people getting together in a small enclosed space. I do not want to be the person who brings people together and then spreads the disease while I'm talking, while you're all sitting there listening to me. That is why I've taken that decision. It is not so much for my own health, it is for all of yours, because I don't know your own health conditions. I don't know the health conditions of your family and your friends. And that is who we need to really think about. We need to not just think about ourselves, but we need to think about the people we care about and the people we don't even know who are vulnerable. I will be updating you as I know more, because at the moment, as I say, we just don't know more. We don't know how long this will last. We don't know exactly what is going to happen, but I am doing what I can right now to keep as many people as possible safe. And I hope that in your lives, you do that as well. Now, there are things that you can't control, like whether or not schools are open, whether or not you or your family members have to go into work. But the things that you can control, things like going out to dinner, going to a concert, going to a party, those are things you should think very, very hard about whether or not you want to do. And it is fine just this once to cancel. Normally, we would all carry on as usual. Normally, it would feel really strange to cancel when we're not even sick ourselves. And I know a lot of people are really feeling awkward about canceling, but this is something that is so, so, so important for public health, not just your health, but for everyone's health in the country. And that is something we can all do. We can all be heroes in a very small way by just literally not going out, which is the easiest thing in the world, especially for somebody like me who really enjoys staying in and reading. Very wonderfully, I have been sent a lot of books over the last few months by different publishers that I have not had time to read. As you know, the beginning of my year was really, really busy. I was writing Murder Most Unladylike Book 9. I was traveling to Egypt, so I didn't have the chance to read, but now I do, and so I'm going to be working my way through all of these amazing books that I was sent, including these ones. We have Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen McManus, and of course, Karen and I were meant to be doing the event together on the 17th, and she has decided to stay in America, which was a really sensible decision. But I am going to read this book, the only one of hers I have not read yet. I'm also going to read The Good Hawk by Joseph Elliott, which looks like a really exciting fantasy book. Can't wait to get stuck into that. Agent Zyba Investigates by Annabelle Sammy, which is, of course, as you can see, a mystery novel. It looks absolutely fantastic. I am really looking forward to it. And finally, A Girl Called Justice by Ellie Griffiths. And Ellie and I were meant to do a event together on the 15th of this month, and of course that had to be cancelled. But this is her book for younger readers. It's 8+. Most of her books are for adults, but I'm really looking forward to reading this book because I love Ellie's adult books. So those are the books I'm going to be reading during my time at home. I have also bought lots of seeds so I can grow plants, fruit and vegetables. I have puzzles to do, and of course I have books to write. Now, the next thing I want to say is that at the moment there is no reason to think that anything should change with the Murder Most Unladylike 9 schedule. That should still be going ahead absolutely as normal. I have just got back the copy edit, which is sort of the nearly final stage. Somebody has gone through, my copy editor Jane has gone through and checked every single sentence for logic points, like whether somebody's hair is the same color as it was in the chapter before, whether it's the right time, whether it's the right day, but also things about how the plot hangs together, whether she really feels like it's a convincing mystery story. I now have to go back and look at all of Jane's changes and see if I agree with them. And if I do, and I assume I will agree with almost all of them, I will send it back to my editor by the end of this month on the 27th. It will then go to be proofread, which is the next stage, the stage when it starts looking almost like a book, when it's laid out like a printed book. And I will see the proofread copy sort of in the middle of April. I will make any final changes to that then, and then it will go back and it will be printed. And as I say, there is no reason to think at this stage there should be any delays with that, and it should still be coming out on the 6th of August this year in the UK and Ireland. If that changes, of course, I will let you know, but at the moment, do not worry at all. That is going ahead as usual. I, of course, have a little bit of extra time in the next few weeks, so I am thinking about what to write next. Of course, it has to be a total secret, but I have lots of ideas. I have lots of plans for things that I didn't think I was going to be able to get to until much later this year. But of course, I'm massively sorry to be cancelling the events that I'm cancelling. I have been looking forward to these events for almost a year. This is huge for me to cancel them, and I really want you to hear that. I'm not taking this lightly at all. I am very sad about it. And again, I'm very worried for all of my friends and my family members who are losing income because of this. Stores are having to be closed. Restaurants, people aren't going to restaurants at the moment. So another thing that you can do if you care about small businesses is try to order online from small businesses. A lot of bookstores like Round Table Books in Brixton have an online store as well, and you can go and order online the book you want and they will post it out to you. That keeps them safe, that keeps you safe, and it keeps you in books. You can order a gift card from your favorite restaurant that you can go visit hopefully when soon this is all over. And you can think about supporting friends who are doing Kickstarters and Indiegogo campaigns. So there are lots of things you can do to be supporting your friends and to be supporting the people who need your help. So that's a bit about what I'm going to be doing over the next little while, what you can do to help your friends and family and businesses that need your support during this time. And I think the most important thing to remember is if you need to do something, you should not feel bad about it. We're none of us perfect, and this is just one of those many cases where we are human and fallible. But if there's something you do not need to do, you should really think hard about cancelling it for the good of the whole community. And I certainly am going to be staying inside and avoiding contact with people for the next little while. But good luck. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay well. I am thinking about you all, and I promise, working hard at Murder Most Unladylike 9.